Another strategy that can be really helpful is to create a dedicated study space. It really helps kids get sort of into the study mode. This is the place where I do work. Don't have kids complete homework in their rooms. For the most part, bedrooms are just a world of distraction for kids, and you really want to be more available and able to monitor your kids when they're doing homework. So set things up in a central location in the house so that you can be there if you're needed. Think about the conditions in which your child works best. And if your child works best standing up, let him stand up. Be flexible. Make sort of accommodations that you think are going to be helpful. My son's a tapper, tapping constantly when he's reading. Telling him to stop tapping would be like asking him to stop breathing. He really can't do it. And if I'm sitting there doing my work with him, it just drives me crazy. But I realize it's something he needs to do. So what I've done is to help remove that annoyance to me, I've given him a fidget toy, a squishy ball, so he's able to keep his hands busy, which helps him stay focused, and it allows me to not be driven crazy by the tapping. Another important thing to consider is that many kids with ADHD find a direction like do your homework to be completely overwhelming. So it's important to sort of help your child break things down into smaller tasks. Breaking down homework assignments into manageable segments is not something that really comes naturally for most children with ADHD. So help your child get a clear idea of how to do that, what to do first, what to do next, and so on. Another strategy that can be helpful is to join your child at homework time. Do it together. Sit with them while they're doing their homework and you do yours. Sometimes I'll sit with my son and I'll pay bills or read or even do some type of prep work for dinner, like peel potatoes or something like that. But I'm really careful not to try to do things that will create a distraction for him. But at the same time, I want to be there with him and get him in the habit of seeing that, yeah, I can set aside this time and work as well. Another thing that should be done is to remove distractions from the environment or the area where the child will be doing homework. But also keep in mind that for some kids, silence can be distracting. Some kids do much better when there's some sort of background noise, whether it's music without lyrics or some sort of ambient sound or white noise. These things can be really helpful in sort of helping a child maintain attention and focus. So be flexible and willing to experiment with these different types of things. Another important thing to consider is to have your child take care of certain basic needs before they sit down to begin their homework. Have them use the bathroom, get a drink, or have their snack before they sit down to do homework. That way you eliminate those as disruptions or distractions when they're trying to focus and get work done. Another important thing to think about is to understand your child's saturation point. You need to learn to recognize when your child is too tired, too stressed, or simply too frustrated to finish their homework. As a parent, you need to balance accountability with flexibility. On the accountability end, it's important to let kids know that, this is your homework. It's important. It's important that you finish it in a good way, but it's also important to be flexible, to know your kids' limits and know when they've reached that limit and allow them to stop.